Earth movement, main focus, definition, and facts. Long period changes took generation to form, example mountains. Short period changes took few time to form, example volcano. Forces. There are two types of forces, endogenic and exogenic. First, endogenic, formed by below the surface of the earth due to movement of magma, plates, moves horizontally or vertically. Intensity, it is of two parts, sudden forces and diastrophic forces. Sudden forces, huge damage both below and above surface, most disastrous at densely populated areas deep within the earth, but effects on the surface and quick and sudden, known as constructive forms. Diastrophic forces, very slow move and the effect will be decrease or seen after millions of years, known as constructive forces, affects larger areas of globe, example mountains, etc. Two types of diastrophic forces are apeirogenic movement, orogenic movement. Apeirogenic movement is cause upliftment or downliftment movement of continental masses, direction of vertical, result upliftment of continent or a part of it. Continent, it is a stable but seawater is going down, called emergence elevated seawater submergence. Orogenic movement, horizontal movement, moves away or towards each other. Move away, tensional divergent forces create ruptures. If move towards, compressional or convergent forces create crusted building, forms, folds, etc. Shearing, when two pieces slides with each other. A few terms are related to this topic is fold, it is a flexure, action of bending or gravity of earth. The line at which anticline and syncline bends takes place is called axis. Anticline and syncline present in anticline is called anticline and vice versa called fan folds. Monoclinical fold, when one limb is 90 degree and other limb is inclined. Open fold, when obtuse angle forms between two limbs is called open fold. Closed fold, angle between less than 90 degree. Nappy, when forces either side acts upon recumbent fold, which makes one limb slides over another, which breaks one limb from axis. This broken piece is called nappy. Example, Apis mountain. Faults, because of tensional forces, movement or displacement along the fractures is called fault. Fault plane, plane along which rocks are displaced is tensional. Comprehensive forces are called fault, may be vertical, horizontal, inclined or current. Displacement takes place in direction of dip. If movement is downward, increase in area. If movement is upward, decrease in area. Move in right angle is called dextral. Move in left is called left lateral. Steep folds, folds occur in any area where slopes are in same direction. A normal fault, then it forms slope fault. Rift valley, due to divergent forces happens when a block moves downward. Two other block masses above and middle stayed there. Middle block moves downward is called griffin. Example, Narmada and Tapi river. Rocks, made up of minerals. Erosion depends upon structural compressional. Rocks formed cooling of magma are called igneous rocks. Igneous rocks की classification: cooling solidifies, crystallize of hot and molten materials, known as parent rock. Primary rock as their first form. Minerals are either gradual crystalline based on rate of cooling. Mechanical, physical weathering affect them. Don't have fossils. Intrusive, magma doesn't reach the surface, cooled and solidifies before surface, have growth particles, rate of cooling is slow. Extrusive, magma reaches surface as lava and solidifies above surface, have 5 particular rate of cooling is fast. Pathogenetic, igneous rocks. Intrusive, these are the types of intrusive rocks. Pathogenic igneous rocks: hyphasal, batholiths, locoliths, sills, dikes, pegoliths. Second type is extrusive rocks. Two types: quiet lava flow, explosive. Quiet lava basalt comes and forms plain and plateau. Explosive bombs come, big fragment of rocks came out from the volcano opening, volcano dust and ashes. Silica content: acidic silica content on the basis of silica content. Acidic igneous rocks 65 to 85% of silica. Basic igneous rocks 45 to 60% of silica. Intermediate acidic or basic 60 to 65% of silica. Ultra basic less than 45% of silica. Then comes another type of rocks, sedimentary rocks, formed due to aggregation and compaction of sediments. Sedimentary rocks are most useful examples of determining what was present on Earth and in that time. Sediments from weathering and erosion are deposited in the water bodies, then layers after layers are deposited. Then continuous sedimentation would lead to increase in weight and pressure and are compared to form sedimentary rocks. Characteristics consist of sediments of older rocks, plants and animals remains after they turn into fossils, and we can decide the age of the rocks. 75% of Earth's surface is made up of sedimentary rocks, but only 5% of the Earth crust found in anticlines incline as they are compressed. Differential structure: stratification found in layers. Crossbedding are horizontal layers that are inclined layers. Graded bedding: large units of rocks are present below. Ripe marks: sediments are formed in wave manner, but due to compression it forms as rocks. Areas of forming these rocks: river streams, alluvial fan, glacial, delta, shoreline, organic reef, deep shallow. The cementation, compaction and hardening of sediments into sedimentary rocks is called lithification.